Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to Broken Sword 4, the Angel of Death. Let's resume. So, through a lot of struggle and then eventually giving up and using a walkthrough, I was able to get inside this steam room massage parlor, although I haven't seen any massages actually were going on. We're just in this steam room. But I think, and the weirdness here definitely is, I don't know exactly what I'm doing here. But I think I'm supposed to talk to this guy and see if he knows anything about Anna Maria. We don't have any items with us, so it would just have to be conversation. And that should be pretty simple.
George, my old friend, how are you?
Hey, it's this guy, Dwayne.
My God, is that you?
You know me, George, always in the thick of it.
Dwayne.
In 3D.
The first time I met Dwayne and his wife
For the
Pearl was
first
in
time.
South America. Back then, he nursed this insane idea that he was in the CIA. Things haven't changed.
So the interesting question here is, where's Pearl? And so, a lot of characters have been mentioned and have come back in 3D. This is a nice callback to the old characters, which, frankly, the previous game, Broken Sword 3, when it went to 3D, kind of missed some of that instead of, but also there's a danger with Pearl and Dwayne in particular that they've been in 3 out of the 4 games, and the level of comedy here that they keep appearing isn't that funny, really. It would be more funny, particularly for this character, if he didn't claim he was Dwayne every time. If he said, "Oh, I'm Dwayne's identical cousin," or "I've never heard of a guy named Dwayne," because he thinks he's in the CIA and seems to act like he's in the CIA. I want to know where Pearl is, though.
How's Pearl?
Blooming as always, George. In fact, you just reminded me. I've got to get her some Mozart Kugeln before I go home.
Mozart Kugeln?
Right now, I'm in Salzburg. You know what I mean?
I have no idea what he means.
What are you really doing here?
I'm just following the goal, George. Rumor is someone else is out there doing the same.
Maybe that's me.
It could be you. Could be a foreign power. Could be my friends over at Langley.
I thought you were Langley.
Langley? Moi? You gotta move with the times, George. Move with the times.
Let's ask him about the Black Cat Club, I guess.
Tell me about this place.
Gives discount to priests.
And that's you these days, is it?
Heck, if it gets me air miles, I'll join anything.
Do you know anything about the Mafia gang, I guess? How the conversation is going to naturally move to the Mafia gang, I have no idea.
Is this place owned by the Mafia?
Yep, run by a fella named Spalacci.
Spalacci, here?
Oh, yeah.
He's not a guy you want to mess with.
Yeah, I've seen him at work.
So, the Mafia that hasn't been a part of the story for hours and hours is coming back into play.
What else do you know about Spalacci?
He's got the ear of the Vatican.
Don't tell me they want it back.
Yeah, that's funny. And funny's good, George, but not with this guy.
So, Spalacci is head of the whole operation?
He's got something big running.
Is that what brought you?
Oh, I'm just here for the massage, George.
See, I wonder if maybe the camera wouldn't glitch out if it wasn't at 1080p. It really doesn't happen enough to argue you shouldn't play at a higher resolution, but it is weird that every now and then when you click on a conversation or you do something, or sometimes when you're not doing anything, it seems, the camera just kind of flips out and zooms in and adjusts itself.
Thanks, Dwayne.
Alright. So, we now have learned about the mob.
Plastic plants.
And either that means we've triggered something and something else is going to happen, or not. Let's look at George for a moment. Well, for a game that seems to overly focus on animating the girls more than the guys, I think they did a decent job animating a naked George, or semi-naked George.
That's the madman who stole my towel.
Well, George, time for me to disappear.
Well, well, well. So who do we have here?
Emergency plumber?
Where's the girl?
Girl? What girl?
Anna Maria.
You should know. You kidnapped her.
I see. What about the money?
What money?
The large sum of money.
You're asking the wrong guy.
Mr. Stobbart, please answer my questions. It will make everything so much less painful in the end.
Senior Spalacci, sir. We got a girl.
You mean the girl?
No, sir, I don't think so. This one's different. And she's called... Hey, lady, what's your name?
Nico Collard.
Nico? Hey! Nico! It's me, George!
She still won't talk, Mr. Spalacci, sir.
Very tiresome.
What shall I do with her, Mr. Spalacci?
This Nico, what does she know?
Nothing. She's just a journalist, I promise you.
Mr. Spalacci, what do you want me to do?
Apparently she knows nothing. Just deal with her.
Stick that gun in my face one more time and I'll shove it up your...
I didn't actually mean...
Nico!
So apparently Nico just got killed, and I just got knocked out.
Oh, my head. Where am I? Nico. Oh my God, what did I do? I feel like I've been here for hours.
So he basically got her killed. Don't say she knows nothing. Keep her alive. So we are in what you could probably only describe as a sex dungeon. There's I think this is supposed to be a crop, and this is definitely a sex swing.
A harness? That's bizarre.
So they probably use it for torture /
That's not quite right.
Let's see. There's this big old box. Here's a candle. This is probably a giant paddle. There's a rabbit vibrator, probably.
A power switch.
So
Seems to be connected to something on the top shelf.
So yeah, we're gonna turn it on and see on European outlets the switch is
I've cleared that for you, sir. Keep the stick, sir.
who cleared it for me? So on European outlets they put a switch right on the outlet, so you either leave things on or you have to turn them
I
off.
wonder what he's doing in there.
Is there somebody in this box? I think there is.
Must be a bit cramped.
And they didn't seem like they animated him.
Excuse me?
Yes?
Are you okay in there?
What's it to you?
I'm just being neighborly.
Well, don't. I'm bored now.
So he wants to be in the box. Let's roll this way. Seems like we can't roll past the carpet. Do I have an inventory item? So this guy thinks he wants to be tied up, and see, you can't even see a rope there. Let's go ahead and try this. To hook that. And then let's try to move it again. And that's like a stun gun. So we'll try it again. Just to see if it works. What's weird here is there's no bed, nor is there a cross. To tie people to the wall. So you do the exact same trick twice, and it starts a fire. Ah, there's the bed.
I've cleared up for you, sir.
Oh, so the guy doesn't even get out of the box. So this is just a really dumb concept of a puzzle that's just gonna reset every time. And we missed something there. So that much is right, but this I have to move and do something with. Let's grab it.
Yeah, now the floor is slippery, and now I can slide on it.
Interesting. So now that the floor is slick, I can apparently move further. Here's an axe. I don't know what you would particularly do with an axe. I guess I could think of maybe one thing if it was a prop axe. But still can't get over here. Wait, maybe I can. This is such a dumb puzzle that just shows a level of immaturity, really, in my opinion, of them, how they're trying to go a little bit more mature. They already did some of that by having Anna Maria sleep with George and then turn out to be a nun or a former nun. It's just ridiculous. See, I don't understand the next step here. Like, I can start the fire, and then that's gonna get him to move the bed. And unless I'm supposed to be under the bed, I don't get it. Let's hit this switch and see what happens. So the spoon hits these balls. The balls carry the fire over this way. All of this is an animation. I get knocked back, and that knocks me at speed to the battle axe.
Free. Now, how do I get out of here?
This is the dumbest puzzle I've ever done in my life. Just completely ridiculous. Like, instead of bothering to make a good story or a good puzzle that makes any sense at all, they've just got me. They just wanted this here to be crass.
Are you okay in there?
What's it to you?
I'm just being neighborly.
Well, don't. I'm bored now.
So we can apparently look at / put out the fire.
Reminds me of a pub I went to in England once. The Horse and Tackle. The service was better, though.
Yeah, I think we did start a fire at that pub in the first game.
Reminds me of a pub I went to in England once. The Horse and Tackle. The service was better, though.
Let's see. And so I apparently am not doing anything with any of those. And this looks like a secret door if I've ever seen one. Let's pull this curtain rod.
That's Spalacci. Who's he talking to?
So it is a one-way mirror.
The American met Anna Maria, but doesn't know where she went.
What about the girl?
She was just a journalist. Knows nothing. Knew nothing, I should say.
These accidents are inevitable. Time is running out. It is imperative you find Anna Maria.
As you wish. Will you be staying? We have one or two interesting specials on the menu today.
My God, that's Cardinal Gianelli. The Vatican is in league with the Mafia?
Thank you, my friend. But in these circumstances, I think perhaps not appropriate.
Of course, Your Eminence. I shall lock up then.
And if Anna Maria is not being held by the Mafia, then where the hell is she?
She just ran off with a bunch of money, I think.
There's a small button on the inside of the window frame.
So, only people on the inside can get out. Or there must be some secret button somewhere else to get out. Of course, I left that thing on fire. Somebody's psst me.
Psst. George, over here.
Where's Dwayne hiding? Like, seriously, where are you hiding, Dwayne? How could you... He's not in this room. He can't be.
Plastic plants.
He must be in the other section.
Down here in the drain, George.
Dwayne? Is
Really?
that you?
So he's hidden in the drain.
Dwayne's down the drain. Anybody else? I would have been surprised.
Hi, George. Thought you might need a bit of help up there.
Hey, Dwayne. Why are you down the drain?
You know me, George, always in the thick of it.
Dwayne, they killed Nico.
Shoot. I'm real sorry to hear that, George. You better get yourself out of harm's way. Don't do anything rash now.
So an interesting thought here is maybe they did actually kill Nico. By default, I don't believe it really happened that way, but maybe they did kill her, and then I'm gonna get the Angel of Death and bring her back to life. Or maybe she is dead for the rest of the series. I don't think so. If that happens, then Broken Sword 5 is not gonna follow that storyline. They'll just bring her back to life anyways.
Does Pearl know you play around in sewers, Dwayne?
Hey, there's a lot Pearl doesn't know about me, George, and it's gonna stay that way. I got you a key to the laundry room. You can get out that way, only...
Yeah?
I can't get my hand through to give it to you. Any ideas?
Alright, so we need to either...
Dwayne's down the drain.
So there's no water in this thing? So unless there's a like mafia guy that's going to stop me, I could probably just go get all my items back, and then I'd have, I assume, all of the things I need. And then I'm gonna go through that personnel door. Like, everybody's gone. They just locked up the place and left all the lights on, which is a waste of electricity, certainly.
Ugh. Finally, I can get dressed again.
And see,
Great. I've got all my things again.
it seems pretty obvious that they only had us get undressed so they could force that puzzle in there. And then we didn't have to think about any of our inventory things. So, in all likelihood, that puzzle, if you desperately needed to do such a...
Please change before going through, sir.
Like, if you desperately wanted that puzzle in there...
Locked.
It should have been at the very beginning of the game, or it should have been a middle point in the game where they specifically are saying you don't need any of the other items that you had, because the idea of going back and getting everything and needing everything is just kind of silly. It's not what I want. Let's see. Can we just do this?
Won't fit.
Can we do this?
If I drop that in, I'm never gonna get it up again.
How did that entire guy get through the drain? Can we use the salami string on the paperclip?
Using that won't work.
Salami down the drain.
Using that won't work.
Should I use this with this?
That won't work here.
Knife on the drain.
What am I trying to do? Poke Dwayne's eye out?
Let's see. How about the rosary? That should work.
The rosary would fit, but it doesn't have anything to attach a key to.
Okay, so rosary with paperclip.
The rosary's now got a clip attached.
So now do that. At least that gets rid of 2 items. Assuming the game doesn't decide to just screw
Good
up
work,
there.
George. I'll attach the key. Now, I'd better scoot. Look after yourself, George.
Thanks, Dwayne.
So what's weird is that the guy in the box, which is not a sexual fantasy I've heard of ever before. I guess they just let him stay there all the time. I guess that's what you're assuming. You have to assume. So we use the key and we lose the paperclip and no, it broke the paperclip back apart from the rosary. Interesting.
Washing machine. Must do a lot of washing in this little club.
These washing machines look better than the previous game.
Washing machine.
It's almost as if they gave the exact same list of 3D animated elements to a new team and said, we're going to make the exact same thing we did in the previous game, we're just going to do it better. And I guess you could probably do that easier than starting from scratch, because if you already had a bad 3D model of something, most of the edges are still going to be the same. You just have to add more detail. And I guess we're just leaving. And out we go. And if we need back in there, I feel like that's it. So, what's the next step?
What now? Does it even matter? Nico's dead. I need a drink. Or 2.
This is a bad place for him to stop and do a cutscene.
And if one green bottle should accidentally fall, there'll be no.
Is this George? No, that's
banging on the wall.
He's not wearing his pink gloves
Well,
anymore.
George, and there's me thinking you were a quiet one.
Now, why aren't I dead yet? Oh, for pity's sake, finish me off.
When you're
Why
back
is he
to
doing
your
an
usual
Irish
self,
accent
you'll be
now?
pleased to know the
He's
gas
from
men
Idaho.
fixed the leak in Anna Maria's apartment.
Terrific. Leave the oven door open, I'll be right up.
It must be off.
Hang on. Anna Maria doesn't have gas in her apartment. It's all electric.
Then what do they want?
Huh?
Did they put a bomb on the clock?
It looks like they've left us a present.
Oh my god! Is that what I think it is?
Well, if you're thinking it's a crudely constructed bomb that could blow the whole block of the Kingdom Come, then you'd be right.
If we leave it alone, maybe it won't go off.
I wish that were the case, but that little timer on top tells me different. Mark, we need to defuse it.
As he's drunk.
What do you mean, we?
Looks like we've got 10 minutes.
But do you know what to do?
No, but I'm sure the military will have something like this on their database.
Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Yeah, call them too if you think they can help.
So, are we doing a hacking minigame right immediately? Military field notes. And so we're doing this right in the middle of all of this? And if I hit the wrong thing, then... Like, I have no idea what I'm even doing. This feels like I need to block a bunch of things just to make sure it doesn't go the wrong way. Ah, and these are one way only. I see. So we need to do this, and then this, and then this, and we need it all to merge somehow back together, or it needs to do something different. Oh, so apparently you don't set off some kind of crazy alarm when you hit these things. That's good to know, because I thought that's exactly what it was gonna do. Do I really only have 10 minutes? Okay. Okay. So you can get an X temporarily, but if you put down the item, then it becomes permanent. So basically I'm gonna leave everything alone and not do anything until I have the full weight of the setup set. And see, I don't even believe that this is one of those scenarios where I'm supposed to split and merge. I think, honestly, this is probably just a case of solve it just with mirrors and nothing else. So let's see, I haven't used this one, I haven't used that one, and we need one mirror to go this direction. And see, I wonder, is there some way I could split this and then merge it back into something useful? No, I don't think so. So I need to then conceive of a better system here. It goes this way, and then down here hits this one, goes up, goes this way to hit this one, and then that one. Or maybe I could split right there. But even if I split, I've got to put it back together. So it goes this way. And I guess we should just start here. That so far works. And that so far works. And if I could just do something different. Because the only way this works to merge is if I split something really crazily. So let's take this off. Let's say we split the beam right like this. Then we've got this going back into it, and let's see. And is this bomb now getting set off as we speak? So like, I just don't see this working. I just don't see something along the lines of this pulling. Yeah, even at that, it can't be. We know for a fact it can't be split up here. So let's say, and if I split it to hit this one, that wouldn't make any real sense. I could take this and darn it. Darn it. You know what? I'm just gonna look up the answer. Frankly, I don't care enough at all. I do not care about these mini games at all. It needs a skip button. As much as the point and click parts need a hint button, these hacking mini games need a skip button, because I don't care. I couldn't care less what the solution is. And I don't even know how to emphasize not caring about something, because if I had any care for it, I'd have something to say, but I don't. So that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.